I've just found the outro, the like intro video for our next, even though it'll be like 3 minutes.
Hi everybody, welcome to Gunpla TV.
Hey guys.
Brought to you by Hobbylink Japan. Today's the big day.
Yes it is, sir.
Yes, see, we are at the Gunpla Expo in Acguy, and as you can see, people behind us are starting to line up. They're going to line up and they're going to go see the Gundams, and they're going to go try and purchase the Gente kits. And I think Bandai this year has some big surprises in store for us.
Yes.
I've heard rumors of certain master grades and certain RGs, and I've actually come here to see if they're true.
Yeah, so watch the show to find out more. We're also going to put a bunch of photos on Facebook and on the blog, so make sure you check those out as well.
Yeah, all right. Let's go to Burger King after.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Okay,
I love
cool.
Burger King.
Yeah, let's go. What's this? Well, it's free stuff actually. They're giving away a runner of effect parts to everybody who comes to the door. They're allowed to take one with them, use them on their Gundam kits, and you know, that's a pretty sweet deal just for attending the expo.
Yeah, really nice. I'll take one. I got one.
So here's something we expected to see at this event. At the last model show we were at, we saw the Tallgeese prototype, and now it's come to pass that we see the colored version. And as you can see, they've got two on display here, one just standing and one on an action base. And you can see it's going to be capable of carrying its large armament and shield and whatnot, even when on the action base. It looks pretty solid. The colors are looking a little flat on this this display piece, and I don't know if that's because they've top coated it or that's the kind of finish we're going to see on the completed model. So we'll have to wait until January to actually see what the runners are going to look like. But looking at the next few hobby magazines will give us a good indication of just what to expect with the old Tallgeese here in terms of runners and colors and markings even. So January is going to be a fun month. So here's the display they have for the new Gundam Version Car. And they've got a date now, and it's scheduled to come out on December the 15th. And as you can see, they're showing the Psycho frame, and that is what's the big secret for the expo that they hinted at, is that the Psycho frame looks like it's going to glow under black light. And they actually have a model set up under quite a unique light display stand showing just the frame and the sensors all lighting up here. That's over on this side. Okay, so here we have an upcoming HG. This one comes out in April, and it's a mobile suit variation. Oh, sorry, February. Mobile suit variation of the Zaku 2. It's the black tri-stars, and as you can see, they've got the tri-star colors on the HG Zaku 2. Looks really good here. I'm a big fan of the Zaku 2 tri-stars, so I'm glad to see that it's getting the new HG Zaku glove. As well, we have coming out in April, the EZ8. So coming out in April, still 5 months away, so which is why we see a prototype version. It's the Gundam EZ8, the HGUC version. And even though it's just a prototype, it's looking pretty good. You can see it's got that heavy backpack on the back there. And somehow, for some reason, they've got those cables on the side, so that looks like something that might be included in the final release. But of course, we'll have to wait for the more details to emerge in the coming months because it's still a ways off. All right, so this is a mystery here for HG. It says rollout, so it's going to come sometime in 2013, but the only thing they're showing us is a silhouette. Now there's a kit behind there being lit from behind by a bunch of bright lights projecting onto this glass here, and we're just looking at the shape of it. We're taking guesses as to what it's going to be, but I don't have any idea. Anybody else out there is watching who can tell by the silhouette? I'm sure you can. Let us know right in the comments. What do you think it's going to be?
Yeah, I have no idea.
All right, so this is an interesting view variation of the Acguy, and they had a bunch of celebrities paint and design the Gundam model modifications. And this one, I think it's special because it's made by the lead singer guitarist for Maximum Hormone, which is one of my favorite hard-hitting Japanese metal bands here. You can see this guy show up there, Ryan. You can see that he's quite an angry individual, perhaps, and maybe that comes through in that thing we just looked at.
I like the salt and pepper grinders.
Is that brains up top there? Is that what we're looking at on the head?
Or a seashell. And he has like mixed herbs as a nose. Pretty cool.
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
So here's what they're talking about, the new releases for the lineup of the Gundam HG. And we've got the Xyphos, we've got the HFX Burst, we've got the Rogue, and also the Full Glanza, which is, where's that Full Glanza guy? Full Glanza, sorry, this guy. And the Clanche Custom is over here, the green guy. They list them in different orders and they list on the top of their promotion materials, so you have to kind of match them up. So far they're looking pretty good. I mean, we haven't actually seen what colors the Full Glanza is going to be, but they do have a little more definition in the shapes that they've attached to it since the hobby show. I think the Xyphos actually looks pretty good. This black actually looks pretty solid.
Yeah, that looks really sweet actually.
Okay, here's a big surprise for me at the show. They've got MG prototypes of the H3 normal and the HFX, and they are looking awesome. I gotta say, like the H3 normal looks much better than the H2. It's massive. It's got massive weapons, big huge shoulder pieces that look like they're gonna move. And if you look at the HFX, it's looking even better. You can see that it's got the pieces on the front. Right now they're gray. We're gonna assume that those are clear effect parts like the HG and the BB kit. But also look at that gun. It's enormous.
Yeah,
it's huge. It's like, how many runners is it going to take just to make that gun? No dates are mentioned when it comes to releasing of these yet. We're going to, of course, expect them around in 2013, and they'll get around to getting dates to us. So here it is, the RG Zeta. It's being released today, and they've got the build version here with all the stickers and decals on it, as well as the Wave Rider form of it. And as we know now, that this thing is able to change into its Wave Rider form, transformation without part swapping. So we're going to take a good look at this on Gunpla TV in a future episode because we think it's pretty amazing. Alright, so here's the seed section. You can tell it's got the giant box art with the MG Aegis. And the seed, the year so far has been pretty awesome for the Master Grade line. And it looks like 2013 is going to be pretty interesting too. So we're going to have a look at what's coming out. Okay, I believe we just talked about something like this on the show. You know, very recently people are asking, do you think they're going to make a Strike 2.0 because they've done all the other seed suits? Well, we can answer that they're not actually making a Strike 2.0, but what they call this is the Heil Strike Remaster. And it's basically a 2.0. It's going to be similar to the Buster Gundam and the Blitz and the Aegis. It's going to contain a lot of the same engineering, but it is the Heil Strike. And looking at the prototype, it looks pretty solid so far. Oh, what's this? Well, it looks like the Astray blue frame, the second revised, the second L, and it is. It's actually an HG version of this kit. You can see they've got the prototype here, and just like its MG big brother, it's going to come with that massive sword. And I imagine they're going to include a stand to allow you to pose this kit wielding that weapon, just like the Master Grade kit did. What's this? Well, coming in February, it's another version of the Heil Strike, as I guess the Strike Gundam, but you can see it's actually called the Perfect Strike Gundam. And that's because it combines the Heil Strike with that sword launcher pack and all the weapons that comes with it. So for those people who had previously bought those sets and kind of mixed and matched, now it's going to come out as one set, priced at only 1,700 yen. So at this year's Gunpla Expo, they're actually doing something with these giant boxes, box art. As you can see, this is the unicorn, the Banshee box art. And so the next section is going to be Gundam UC. We're going to see HG, we're going to see MG, and whatever else they got in store for us in there. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. I mean, we've seen versions of this one that people have customized their Master Grade Sinanju. This is actually the Sinanju Stein. And this was featured in a PlayStation 3 video game and became pretty popular. And, you know, until now, you've only seen people making their own, but it looks like, come February, Bandai is going to be releasing it. And I gotta say that this is probably the kit that I'm most excited about at this expo. Of course, the new Gundam's awesome, but this Stein.
Yeah, the styling on this kit is freaking sweet.
Yeah, it's got all those sharp angles where the previous Sinanju was all curvy.
I like the helmet.
Yep. Also coming out in spring 2013, here's the Master Grade version of the ReZEL C Type, which isn't so much of a surprise because they've done the ReZEL and the ReZEL Commander so far. But I gotta say, look at that backpack. That looks like a kit unto itself. The missile pods in there, all those thrusters, those guns that are movable, of course, and of course it's supposed to mount to the back of that ReZEL and transform. So more transforming action, right? More UC, MG. This is the Jesta. Just this a while ago at the HG came out, and it's a good HG kit. It is one of the better ones actually, but. Now they got an MG version coming out, and it looks pretty solid too. It doesn't look like it's going to be able to do anything fancy. I don't know what's going to happen in the way of gimmicks, but it's looking like a solid Master Grade build with a lot of detail. All right, here along the wall we have some Gundam UC HG kits, and then we have the Byarlant Custom. This was released only a couple weeks ago. See, I can wave my hand around here.
Yeah, I know.
And this is the Delta Chi. This is one of the cooler HG kits. We showed it at the hobby show a couple months ago, and it got a big reception. And as you can see, they got it up here even closer for us to check out detail.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's going to transform, of course, with some part swapping, and they've got box art for it. But we're actually getting treated to new stuff here when it comes to the Rozen Zulu. Last time they only had the prototype. This time we get the full color. We can see how it's going to look in color, get an idea of how the stickers are going to go on, and you know, the size of the pieces in general.
Yeah, it looks sweet.
I like purple. I mean,
it looks very good.
And also new, for those who like the Jesta, is the Jesta cannon. This guy's going to come out in February. Alright, so we have more secrets here at the Gunpla Expo. This is top secret apparently, because even though it says, you know, it's going to roll out this year, next year, they've got this fuzzy glass in front of everything, and we have no way of making out what exactly I'm looking at here. I mean, I guess it's green. What does that mean? It's big. Is that a Master Grade, perhaps?
It's a frog.
Master Grade green something, and a Master Grade maybe red something, and there's a white something behind that third pane. Alright, so the SD line for the Unicorn series has been pretty good. I mean, they gave us the Transforming Unicorn, they gave us the Shinanju, they gave us the Ashtray, and now they got a Delta Plus. And as you can see, it can actually move into its Wave Rider form. It's going to be able to transform. Of course, they'll flip a few parts around, of course. But that's not all for the Unicorn SD. As you can see down here, they have a Banshee. And just like its Unicorn version SD, it's going to transform from its Destroy mode into its Banshee mode. And it looks like they even got a red light underneath it, trying to shine up underneath it. And I don't know if that means it's going to have some light up areas or not, but you know, it definitely does look interesting and kind of cute with that little claw. All right, Ryan, today's the big day.
Hey, Sid.
Yeah, we're in Akihabara at the Gundam Expo.
Yes.
For 2012, and inside, Bandai's going to have all the upcoming releases, all the new releases, and a bunch of stuff we have yet to see, called surprises. So you ready?
Actually, there's something I'd like to say, Sid.
Okay. What's that?
Behind the camera,
yeah,
is a guy who won what category?
He won the best straight build category in our very first Gundam competition.
We should show his face. Zed.
Z, get over here.
Zed, come over here. How you doing?
This is Z.
Pretty good. This is Z.
He's in Japan right now, which is why he wanted to come to the Gunpla Expo and we drafted him.
He's more of a Gundam builder than I am.
So anyway.
This is embarrassing.